Previously we have seen unit 1. Now we are going to discuss about unit 2. Unit 2 topic is IoT connectivity technologies, sensors and actuators. So in this unit we are going to see that what are the connectivity and what are the sensors we are using, what are the characteristics and classifications and types, and then same thing in the actuators and what are the types and the characteristics and examples. So these and all we are going to discuss in this unit 2. Now we are going to see the RFID, that is the connectivity technologies, RFID. What is RFID? It is a radio frequency identifications. It is a having a type of that AIDC, that is the automatic identifications and data capture. So what is the main thing this RFID we can use this? So it is to just scan the data and how much prices and how much data is going to be used this. So and then we can see that easily. So this and all we can see the examples of your ATM card and then normal stationery items. So in the supermarkets. So these principles only they are used for that. So mainly that it is capture all the digital data encoded in the RFID tags via radio waves. So RFIDs are functionally similar to barcodes, as the data read from tags are stored in the database. However, RFID does not have to rely on line site operation unlike barcodes. So same thing we have seen that in a barcode. No, that is similar to this particular RFID. What is the difference between this means? So if the barcode we are just not having any values, if they do the scanner we are just to enter that values manually, but RFID it is automatically enter this particular data. So how this will be happen means this RFID having the antennas. This antennas is going to be used for normally radio waves to automatically electromagnetic waves. It is going to be conversion. After that it is having a reader. So this particular reader is going to be happen into the receiver. All the data is going to be fetches into the computer. So this is the main components of RFID. So typically RFID systems are made up of 4 components, that is RFID tag, RFID reader, and then antenna and database. So this is a diagram of RFID. So RFID tag or transponder and antennas, RFID reader and database. So first of all, this RFID tags, it is going to be pass the radio waves so into the antenna. That antennas is going to be converted into the electromagnetic radiations that will be automatically passes to the RFID reader. So this reader is going to be connected to the data that is in a system. So this values, what is the main values is going to be used in the reader, that will be automatically capture the data into the database. So this is the explanations of working principles of RFID. In a RFID we have 2 types. One is the active tags and a passive tags. So passive tags is common usage. It is a low cost. However, it is to be having a powered using an RFID reader before data transmissions. For active tags, it is having that own power source. It does not have any external activations by readers. So it is responsible for sending and receiving the data between RFID tag and reader. RFID tags are used for transmitting the data to the RFID reader, the radio waves, and then are converted into the more usable form of data by this reader. A host computer system accesses the collected data on the reader by the communication technologies using a Wi-Fi or internet connection, some connections. The data on the host is finally uploaded into the database. This is the entire operations of the RFID. The advantages is mainly it reduces the labor cost and does not need to be a line of sight. It carry more data than barcodes and it reduces the human effort. Disadvantages of RFID: active RFID is costly when compared to that passive. So if the cost wise it is having, that means due to the use of that own battery, and then it is privacy is a concern with the use of RFID on the products. It can be easily tapped or intercepted. This particular, if we are using an active tags, it is easily intercepted. So we have just used to secure this particular RFID active tags. So it is a hardware complexity. So entirely this either if you are using a passive means, it is also having a secure one, and active tags it is having a own power. So for cost wise it is best, which one is the best, that RFID tags you are going to use means it is more compatible with the database. Thank you.